I'm Kylie Shakespeare. We've got Benton Smith and Tyler Dixon, and we chose to do the rock, paper, scissors project. So Benton worked on writing the pseudocode and the function to graph the data to the game file, and Tyler wrote the function for the computer input and writing the game to the file. I worked on the video script and the titles and explanations. So we're gonna
and the code to
oh,
call
and
the
the call
functions.
code, yes. And so to describe that, we have that down here. Oh, wait,
What are you looking for?
the call code.
It's right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. And so we just used a loop here to call the functions from up top and to just write it out in the simple call function. So nothing crazy, pretty simple. And then up here I used the comments, and we used titles just in the comment form. So
Yeah. So this is Benton. So what I did I also worked on the create file. So I used just the open text with write to create the file and closed it so it can reference later. And in the game graph function here, I imported matplotlib and numpy. I used lists here to create the graph, used a for loop and if statements here for each um, instance in the list of wins that is also created down here in the call code. And it all graphs it down here. So in this example, graph came out after 10 games to 50% draws, 30% computer wins, and 20% player wins. This as well also uses numeric and string variables. So, yeah.
All right, this is Tyler. I did this part up here, the define run game. And so I put the user input and then also the computer input. The user input goes first, and they choose via the input statement, and then the CPU random generates from rock paper scissors. And then I also created the game outcome that writes the stuff to the file, to the game data.txt file. And so it goes through each one of the if statements and elif statements for the win list, depending on what the player chooses and then what the computer randomly chooses. And then it returns the win list and runs through the game graph as been created. So in this, I used a bunch of the if statements, and there's a while loop outside that function. But yeah, we did that, and then it ran through everything else. And as Benton said, it came out to 10 games and those percentages. So